Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing? I got some rest before the show. I was able to sleep a little bit. I did want to join Stephanie and Jake for Bible study, but I missed that, unfortunately, and I'm sad about that. But happy to join you guys at 5 o'clock. Hey, Ann, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Um, I just feel like sometimes that understanding comes in letting go, like sometimes just letting go in accepting, like almost being like a child, and I know it says in the Bible that we got to be like little children, especially in our faith, right? um we have to trust God, we have to believe God, that what he's gonna do, he's gonna do. Hey Clutch, hey Deb, hey Ann, what's up, what's truth? Oh yeah, yeah, what's truth? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw one of your live streams, and I do want to I want to watch more of your. I don't know if you go live that often, but thanks for saying those. You said some nice things about me, and I really appreciate that, man. And you're more than welcome here anytime. And if you do want to come on, one of these days, just let me know, and we'll schedule you can come on. I'd be more than happy for that. And so, I was just thinking that, uh, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And I so far I feel the same about you too, man. It's just so hard, right? Nowadays in these end times, right? Did I block one of your things? I didn't mean to. I mean, I don't know what you said to me. What was it that you said? Did I block you for real? It's so tough right here at the end times, right? We don't know who to trust or whose intentions are what, We have no idea, you know. Yeah, it could have been by accident, And sometimes there was a time where there was a lot of wrenches out there. It could be a rogue wrench. I hate that that happens. I would give everybody a wrench, to be honest. Um, but you get one rogue wrench out there, and they delete everything. But I just want to say, like, yeah, man, now at the end times, right? We don't even know who to trust anymore, right? And it's sad, right? It's sad because like we should be able to trust everybody. Like I mean, this is what's sad, right? If 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 somebody's holding a Bible, I should be able to assume that that's a good person, right? Or if somebody in a uniform, right? I should assume that they're a good person. But you can't. You almost have to assume that a person is bad right off the bat. You know, you almost have to assume that. You almost have to assume that every news thing is auto hoax. You almost have to auto hoax everything. And it's just sad, man. This is the state of affairs, right? And I was talking to someone the other day, right? About like we should be treating, elderly people, with respect automatically and stuff like that. And we should have a certain amount of respect for each other. But you know what? We don't, man. And I don't think it'll ever happen. Like, I don't think that the right amount of respect will ever happen. And that's a horrible thing. Like, that's a horrible thing to say to somebody that, like, when you should be loved in this world, um I can't say that that's gonna happen ever. you know we might even be hated for doing the right thing. Right, I send you a sheep amongst the wolves, man, and that's the truth. That's the truth, because this is exactly what we're facing. We are out there amongst wolves, man. And it's almost like it's not just like half the people or most of the people. It's an overwhelming majority of people. And a lot of times when I'm talking to people one on one, it's like, man, it's unfair that somebody does this to me, or somebody is mean, or somebody. It's like, I get it, but you have to assume that the whole world is like that. I get it that maybe in this chat sometimes people pick on each other, but out in the world it's worse. Where are you gonna go where it's better? And it has to be like, look, I would love for it to be perfect in here, where only only super nice people that love God are going to be in this chat. I wish that that's the standard, right? But that's not the mission, right? The mission is to reach people that are not saved, that are nobody's perfect, right? We're all dirty rags, right? And so we got to let people in as they are, right? And reach out to them, forgive them, right? And hope that they accept Jesus for salvation, and we go from there. And then it's like a growing process, right? Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Like, just because somebody loves God or accepts salvation, that doesn't change them into a good person right away. We're still the same as any other person. We just are just willing to give up our rebellious spirit, you know and it, I wish I could say like more to people, right? Like, I wish I could promise more, say more, do more, because I would do it. It says, good luck on your snowstorm. I know the feeling. It's not snowing, but -40 degrees. Oh yeah, that's yeah, -40 degrees, man. Wow, man, you could just straight up die in that weather. I sometimes I fail to appreciate just how harsh like cold winters are anymore, being in California, where the weather is always good enough to be outside, probably in shorts. Yeah, you could be dead in minutes with that. Yeah. Hey, Dad, thank you for that. That's a good graphic. In minutes you could be dead. That's insane. to think about. And to think that, like, not only are we going to be facing, trials and tribulations, right, in the narrative, in the world, right, but also like there's going to be some like natural disasters we got to face too, right? Earthquakes and famines and pestilence. I hope I'm one of the people that just dies right away or something, or like, like I'm out there preaching so loud that they just have to come take me out, because I'm not going to be quiet, that's for sure. And there's no way that they're gonna ever get me to stop spreading the news to people, the good news, the gospel, right? Hey Teresa, how are you doing? So good to see you. I love you guys so much, right? Like especially like, when you guys trickle in and it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a little bit, or okay, now you're coming again for, more regularly or whatever. Right now, like my heart's kind of been out there thinking about um, anti-venom and DD. Haven't seen them, either of them, in a little bit. Red Skies, I haven't seen in a little bit. Just makes you think, like, maybe they're fine, right? But like if I haven't seen somebody in like a couple of days, 2, 3 days or whatever, week, couple weeks, it enters my head. It's not like I do it on purpose, it just enters my head. It says, I was trolled on a channel with hate, but makes me sad, and it is the channel sided with the trolls. Never did anything to any of them. Anyway, left kind comments in scripture. I don't get it. Well, and you know what? It's hard, right? Because like I don't try to like side with trolls either, right? But sometimes we gotta be like sometimes we got to be like tolerant and patient with people that just aren't there yet. And I know that that's like nobody likes that word tolerant, right? Because it's been like ruined by the world, right? But hey, Ronnie, oh, what's going on, buddy? See, I'm glad you made it to one of these shows, man. I wish I had like a better show like lined up or whatever, but so that you could be impressed or whatever. But welcome, man. I'm glad you're here, buddy. This is my friend in real life. This is my friend in real life. So it's just amazing, man. Grateful that you're here. And so, like, yeah, man, like, just like, like, and back to what you were saying, or like, I wasn't like, there's times where I've like, not sided with trolls, but like, I have to give people another chance, because there's always going to be somebody, right, that like wants you to like, oh, I want you to ban this person because this person's doing this, or why are you allowing this person to do this to me, or whatever. And it's like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to allow anybody to do anything to you. And I know that it's not right, and I know that that person is hard to deal with, and I know that this is going on. I just ask if we could just somehow ignore it, or rise above. And I know it's easy to say, right? But I've had to do it myself, right? I had to do it myself, where like people, I mean, just constantly, trolling or calling names or saying untrue things, or accusing me of things, or and it seems like the better you try, right? The better you, the harder you try, the more trolled you get. You know, the better you are as a person, the more they hate you. You know, but all you can do is just do your best, right? Just, you know, we all want to be good people. We all want to make God happy with us, right? I mean, at least we do. At least we have that in common. I would, yeah. If you're gonna do daily live streams, I would like to see it. You know, any man with that many kids, man, is a good man. You know, like you don't waste words, man. You're serious. You know, and I appreciated that about your live stream. And yeah, that would be great if yeah, if you did live streams, I would watch those as many as I could at least. And so hey Jackie, how you doing? Glad to see you. And well, yeah, and that's so important, right? Like I always think that like the end is near, like could be tomorrow, right? I mean like I'm one of those people, right? But in the meantime, we do need to focus on the solution to everything, right? In my opinion, right? The quickest way to solving everything would be to take the kids out of school and homeschool them. Like if I could go back, you know, in time, I would give my kids a Bible, and that's the only book they would ever have, you know. And I know that sounds extreme, right? But with all the lies out there that are just like we're just bombarded with all these lies, and it's hard to let them go, right? I mean, we almost want to defend the lies just to not, you know, break our minds, right? Like all this cognitive dissonance, you know. Oh, I feel so bad for Jake and Stephanie. I really wanted to join them today. They were very, I mean, very smart people, very good people. Like I can't wait to have them on the show. I think you guys are going to be impressed with them, and I think those shows will be like some deeper learning. You know, it won't be surface. You know, there won't be any surface drama in those shows for sure. Yeah, Clutch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be definitely looking forward. The Antichrist isn't far off. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Very soon, you know, very soon. Um, no doubt in my mind, you know, and the mark is gonna be here very soon. It's gonna come up fast, you know, and you know, what are we gonna do? You know, I think we need to like really be there for each other now. So, and you know, we need to not like split over little things, right? I know that some things don't seem little, they seem bigger, they seem more important, and they are. Everything's important. You know, I had somebody tell me, "Oh, why is flat Earth important?" And, you know, well, it's on the first page, man, of the only book we got from God, right? So it's important, right? I know it's not salvational, but all truth is important. But some things aren't worth fighting over, you know. Well, see, that's the thing, Ronnie, right? This is where we got to really be careful, right? Because great revival, right? When you say that, right, I'm thinking the Antichrist is coming. There's going to be a fake savior of the world, and everyone's going to fall in love with this guy. And this revival is scaring me, when people say that, because I see a great falling away coming. That's what I see. I see a falling away from God and a revival towards, the Antichrist. That's what I think is next, right? And I think, like, when Flat Earth came out, I think that was the great revival to me. I think the great revival to me happened 2015 till now. Everybody realizing, wow, man, we've been lied to, and there's um there's almost no doubt that God has to be there, And I think there was a revival over that, and I know that there was a small revival over 2012. I know that there was a lot of people that came to God during that time too. You were in the original Flat Earth movement? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's something that once you know, right, that it's flat, right, you accept it. It's flat and stationary. It's not worth debating because people get upset, man. I don't like, I love talking about it to people that love flat earth, right? Because flat earthers love flat earth, right? I mean, I used to be like, didn't want to look at anything else. That's all I wanted to look at was flat earth stuff, right? And, now it's like, you know, I could talk about flat earth all day, though, to be honest, if I'm being real. Yeah, 1900s revival. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Yeah, division, right? I wish I knew what book that was from so I could say it. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. Yeah. I mean, this is what it is, division. That's what's going to happen, division. I'm already getting hated by people for no reason, and there's already division even in this chat all the time, right? Yeah, absolutely. You know, oh, I was consumed with flat Earth. I mean, there's no doubt. Hey, Ronnie, that's been a popular subject lately. That's been a popular subject the last 2 or 3 shows. It's like we've talked about that. Like we're gonna have Michael come on and talk about it whenever he wants to. That's the next thing. It is. It absolutely is. God is separating the wheat from the tare, Stephen. We are being forced to take sides now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I even tried to explain it to people. I'm like, there's going to be people that we love, right? I mean, that we love that are just on the opposite side of this. That's it. I like people that are on the other side. Um, but they're my enemy. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, if I can't get someone to understand, right, and accept Jesus for salvation, then at some point, right, they're like I'm against, we're against them, you know. And so, yeah, I mean, that's just it is what it is. It's okay. I'm a shape shifting reptilian with a heart of gold. Of the Father, it's ridiculous. What do you mean? What do you mean, Jackie? We've seen it in person. Us too. We traveled to many places. Oh, you mean yeah. There's some weird stuff going on with people, man. Some weird stuff. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. That guy bent over backwards walking, and oh my God, man, it's just horrific. I don't think people understand just how weird the world is, man. And just how much weird stuff is out there. Oh, you were accused of being that? Oh, Jackie, that's sad. But I think, like I used to ask, right, about like especially with the transgender gender inverted people like in Hollywood, right? The ones that were gender inverted at birth, right? Um my question was always like can't like I know they can be saved, right? But like I don't know enough about what happened to them. I want to be able to talk to them and know what, because I know that that's not just in Hollywood. That comes down to even in our real lives. There's gender inverted people from birth, right? And I think people, this is the hard part to even tell people about this stuff, right? Is it's hard to get them to accept it because it sounds weird, right? Sounds crazy. But I mean, there's been eunuchs and people made eunuchs at birth in the womb, right? Since, the beginning of time, right? And it would be weird if it wasn't happening. That's the crazy part about it. But it's hard to accept because like they're so quiet about it. But it's incontrovertible the amount of gender inversion in Hollywood. It's incontrovertible. That is the truth. And I think it's incontrovertible about flat Earth. What I want to know is, man, now that we are uncovering all these lies, right? As hard as they are to even say to another person because it sounds so ridiculous, right? I don't want to say that to somebody, right? Like it's so far off from what we know to be true, right? That I don't want to say it to nobody. It's so freaky, right? But it's true. And now, how do we help these people, right? And how do we, yeah, I mean, Hollywood is just its own place, right? That's its own place. It's it's insane, right? And they don't really hide it in Hollywood. I mean, they got the red Kabbalah bands, and I mean, it's pretty obvious that they don't even hide it. That's the thing. If you want to find out about this stuff, especially with the Hollywood, you will find out. There's no doubt. Oh yeah, people worship these people, Ronnie. Like people worship these Hollywood people, and almost every single like rap video and rock video now it's all satanic. Everything, almost all music is you know music is I would say for worship, right? And I think that's what music is for, and we're supposed to sing to God. And I think that um, music over time has been just flipped into this devil stuff, right? And what's crazy is and I don't even trust Christian music anymore. I won't listen to almost any of it unless you guys are listening to music on your live streams. Then I'll sit there and enjoy myself with you guys, right? But usually I don't listen to any music. And so what's crazy is like there could be a Christian song on, right? And the non-Christian song sounds better for some reason, right? We want to, we don't, well, I'll listen to Christian music sometime, but then I'll listen to regular music, right? What's that urge to do that? Knowing that it's about like evil and the devil and all this other stuff, what makes that music more intriguing to people? By far. Like if you think about how much I've listened to Christian music and how much I've listened to regular music, it's not even close. And it's just, I mean, it's just unbelievable, right? What this world has become, man. And then like here we are, we're imperfect in here, right? And kind of go at each other a little bit, right? Like we're we're imperfect in here, but then the rest of the world is even worse, man. And I'm not trying to be like, okay, fear, fear, fear. Life is, horrible, doom. I'm not trying to be like that, right? Because we're filled with peace and hope and joy to know that where we're going when we die, where we're going when Jesus comes back, like we're going to be made we're going to be made glorified, right? Incorruptible. And that's a darn good feeling, right? To know that all this confirmation is happening and that is what is real. And I can't wait. And like it's a positive thing, right? And when I see things in the news that, well, I don't watch the news, but when I see news or whatever clips from these channels, right, truth channels that are close to confirming, like, oh, this might be an antichrist or might be a mark of the beast, I almost get excited in a good way that, oh, okay, we're getting closer. But of course, I feel, of course I feel, I grieve for the world, right? I have pain for people. I can't believe that there was videos about you. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry that if you went through any kind of trolling like that. I go through trolling all the time too. I got a few trolls that like to talk about me, but I don't let it bother me. It's too small of a thing to think about. Forget them, you know? It's all they want is attention. And if you think about just how small it is, right? Most people like already know that it's garbage. And the people that can't tell, the people that would believe any of that stuff, I don't want them here anyway. It's a good filter, to be honest. And if they're trolling me, watching me, right? Well, they're providing all the lost people that maybe I'll say the gospel and one of them will get it, right? And you know, maybe God will produce a new believer, and that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like then all the trolling would be worth it for one sheep to flip, right? I know that God would be happy. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to stop smiling if someone came from there over here and accepted the Lord for the first time ever, right? Accepted the sacrifice of Jesus Christ for salvation. That would that would be the ultimate. Um, I don't think that I would stop smiling for the rest of my life, to be honest. And yeah, people talk crap about me, but I don't care. Yeah, I like that clutch. You're right. And see, the thing is, right? Like, I know that by having this channel, right? Even it's small, right? It's not a big deal, right? But it's public enough to where, okay, if you're gonna have a public personality, you're gonna get haters. That's how it is. I mean, even Tom Brady has haters, right? And so no matter what, you can't please everybody. And no matter what, there's always going to be somebody that's full of demons, man. And unless they want to get better, right, they're always going to be that way. So I accept it as part of life now, just the way it is, right? It used to bother me. I think it only bothered me really because it was it was my friend, and I didn't want my friend to say those things about me. But now that I know that this person is not my friend, or never probably was, right? It doesn't affect me that bad because all the other trolls don't affect me at all, like zero. So I know that it's all wrapped up in like whether or not you think that person was supposed to be there for you, Indeed, it is getting warmer over the next. Okay, yeah, the weather. Well, I know that I mean, the weather out in out where you guys are is probably horrible. Wow, in Missouri it was 15 degrees. Wow, that's cold. That's very cold. Now, see, what is that? What is that? Some kind of lizard? What is that? What is that, like a gecko or something? Yay, Stacy, how you doing? I'm always happy to see some of the old crew, man. Yeah, I got it. So when I came into Flat Earth, it was like 2017. So I was not in the first wave, but pretty early, and meeting everybody. Yes. Oh man, I can't wait to you like whenever you do live streams, I'm gonna definitely go over there and watch for sure. And so I'm excited for that. I know it's hard to do them every day. Like I've been doing two a day now for I don't know how long, probably 9 months now. And it's difficult to do it every day and have something to talk about every day. And I can only really hold an audience for like 45 minutes before it starts getting, start losing people. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shape shifting lizard either, but there, there's some weird stuff going on out there for sure. Like, I don't know about lizard people, right? I don't know about that. But I do know there are some weird people doing weird stuff, man. And I know that there's some people that feel like they're not people. Oh, that would be great. That's what I see. I wanted you to join me on one of the shows. Like we gotta email me at goodservant22@gmail.com and I'll give you my number and then we'll schedule a show. Yeah, that would be great. Or if even if you wanted me to join you on your panel, I'd have to schedule it though, because my time is like each minute is accounted for. But yes, I would definitely carve out time for that. It's important to me. And this is a kind of a big draw right here. Almost 20 on an afternoon show is a lot. So I'm grateful for that. And the chat is running smooth, right? Should I knock on wood, right? I don't believe in karma, but I do believe in you reap what you sow. So is that the same thing? You know, you reap what you sow. You throw out some bad seed, that's what you're gonna get. And so you can almost go to any spiritual concept. It's from the Bible, right? And so it is what it is, man. But we are entering some scary times. And we're going to be facing some scary stuff. And if we're not there for each other, it's going to be hard, you know? Oh, scales. He says, I have a shower to wash skin, not scales. Oh my God. The jokes come out. But we're facing, this is it. We're facing some hard stuff, man. This is what it is, man. We gotta really be there for each other. I agree, Ronnie. I try to tell people to read the whole Bible, man. But the book of Acts is important. Because if you see what everybody went through to spread the gospel, then that's what we need to expect now. Jail, being martyred, right? Like, these are things that we should expect. And, to be upset over little things when we're going to be treated like uh, total crap at some people, you know? Oh, yeah, we have lost people this year for sure. For sure. We look, I mean, Stacy, this is the sad thing, right? It's so hard to think about this, right? And I know it's hard to wrap our heads around this, but we lost the world. We lost the world, you know? And yes, you still try to live your best life, still try to fight for, having the best life around us. I get it. I get that spirit, right? And I agree. And there, the trees and the mountains and the birds are all still beautiful. The world is still beautiful, right? But we lost the world a long time ago. And it's if you're not careful, right? And if you're not like dedicated to doing better every day, you could really start getting in a bad way, right? And almost give up. But yeah, for sure. It's okay to lose the world, but don't lose your soul. That is right there. I'm gonna click that. Hold on. I'm gonna click that. That is the motto for the show. That's the comment that wins the show right there. Is you could lose the world, but don't lose your soul. Praise Jesus, right? Well, guys, I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail. Praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. All glory to God. All glory. He deserves it. And pray for the children. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. California time. I love you guys. This is by far the best part of my day. And so God bless you. Praise Jesus. That's right, Camo. All right. See you later. See you, everybody. Yep.